This is Impan Appaji. We'll study the basics of Python. Yes. Now, why is it called Python language? First, we'll look at this. Guido van Rossum, yeah, he's a Dutch, from Dutch, born on 31st January 1956, is a Dutch programmer best known as a creator of Python programming language. When he began implementing Python, Goody Van Rossum was also reading the published scripts from Monty Python's Flying Circus, a BCC comedy series from 1970s. Okay. When Van Rossum thought he wanted to name a very unique and slightly mysterious one, so he dedicated so he decided to call the language called as what Python programming language, Python language. Okay. So Python is a high level general purpose and a very popular programming language. So main facts about this language is the Python is currently the most widely used multi-purpose high level programming language. Python allows programming in object oriented and procedural paradigms. Python programs generally are smaller than the other programming languages like Java and other. Programmers have to type relatively less and indentation requirement of a language makes them readable at all time. So Python language is being used by almost all tech giant companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, Instagram, Dropbox, Uber and etc. The biggest strength of Python is a huge collection of standard library which can be used for the following, that is machine learning, GUI applications, web framework, image processing, web scraping, test frameworks, multimedia, scientific computing, text processing and many more. Now, why to learn Python? Python is a high level, interpreted and interactive or object oriented scripting language, and Python is designed to be a highly readable. It uses English keywords frequently, whereas other languages use punctuation, and it has fewer syntactical constructions than other languages. Python is a must for students and working professionals to become a great software engineer, especially when they are working in a web development domain. Now, key advantages of learning Python is interpreted and it is interactive, object oriented, and it's a beginner's language. Yeah. So here, why we never use a compiler? Correct. We never compile the programs in Python. Correct. Directly we run during the execution time. So we use an interpreter. Yes. So Python has the following data types built by default in these categories. Text type is string. Numeric types we have integer, float and complex. Sequence types are list, tuple and range. Mapping type is dict. Set types are set and frozen set. Boolean type is bool. Binary types are bytes. Bit array, that is we call as a byte array, memory view. Yeah. These are the some basic data types, built-in default data types in Python language. Now we'll see the example, students. Yes. Now we can see if I assign a variable x, say if I assign hello world to x variable. So what is the data type? It is a string. X equals 20. It is a integer data type. 20.5 is a floating point data type. 1j is complex data type. So X is apple, comma banana, comma cherry. This is a list, correct? So here the list I'll be explaining in the next video regarding the list data structure, students. Now, what happens in Python programming languages? We use a list. It is a sequence wherein n number of items are written by using a comma within the pair of square brackets. Okay? That is what is called as a list. Now you can see here, this is a tuple. So a n number of elements separated by comma within the pair of braces is called as a tuple. Next, range is 6. That is the range data type. Again, we have a dict where we have name equals John and age equals 36 is a dict. Then apple, banana, cherry written in the flower braces. It's called as a set. If a frozen set is again we are writing within a function called as a frozen set is the apple, banana, cherry within the pair of square braces. Okay. Next, true is a boolean. Again, b hello is a byte. Byte array of 5 is byte array, and memory view of bytes is memory. So this is the examples of our data types. Now, as I said, I'll be explaining regarding what is called as a Python list, correct? So list is also a sequence in Python. To assess the values in list, use the square bracket for slicing along with the index or indices to obtain value available at the index. Now we can see three examples, students. List 1. So we are writing physics, chemistry 1997 and 2000 by separated by comma within the square bracket. This is example of a list. If I take list 2, we can see we are written numbers 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. Again, separated by a commas within the pair of square brackets. Remember, students, Python lists are quite distinct compared to if I use variable list in an array, correct? Here I can use I can write element which is of different data types, but it in array does not happen like this, correct? In array, what do? We make sure that the elements which are inside a particular list or a sequence, we make sure that it is a similar data type. But this never happens in Python programming language. So this is Python list. Now, how do we assess values in a list? To assess values in a list, use the square brackets for slicing along with the index or indices to obtain value available at the index. For example, say, so as we saw the example, that is the list 1 and list 2. If I using print list of 0 means the as just like an arrays in the Python programming language also in list, we are starting from the 0 index, correct? If I say print list 1 of 0 means what is list 1 of 0? Physics. So the output is physics. Next, print list 2 1 colon 5. That means exclude the 1 till 5, print all the data. Now, if I exclude 1, what is the number till 5? 2, 3, 4, and 5, including 5. So, this is the output. So, this is what is called as slicing here, along with the index or indices to obtain value available at that index. Now, what is updating list? You can update single or multiple elements of a list by giving the slice on the left hand side of the assignment operator, and you can add the element in the list with the append method. So if we are using a list called physics, chemistry 1997 2000, like a value available at index 2. Yeah, print list of 2 where 2 is equal to 2001. Okay. So this is how we are updating a list by appending method. Okay. Delete list elements. To remove a list element, you can use either a delete statement or you know exactly which elements you are deleting and removing using a remove method. Okay. For example, say you can see here list 1 has physics, chemistry 1997 and 2000 as the variables, and delete list 1 of 2 means we are deleting the second index value here 0, 1 and 2. That is, we are deleting the second index. Now you can see here print after deleting the value at index 2, print list 1. So after deleting the value at index 2 means, so remember students, this is 0, this is 1 and this is 2. So 1997 will be deleted and we are printing the entire list. So if I remove 1997, what is my output? Output is physics, chemistry and 2000. That is the final output. So basic list operations are, so you can see here Python expressions. For example, say if the length of Python len 1 2 3, so length of Python is 3. Concatenation is one more operation where adding the values 1 2 3 plus 4 5 6. This is the entire result. A repetition 4 times, so we are repeating 4 times. Membership 3 in 1 2 3. If 3 does not, if it belongs to a set, it is true. Iteration for x in 1 2 3, print x. If we print 1 2 3. So these are the basic operations of Python. So thank